Hello everyone, welcome back to Yum Yum Africa. Today I will show you how to make eba. To make eba, you would need a number of things, starting with the spoon that you're going to use. It could be wooden, depending on the quantity or size of gari that you're going to make, or eba that you're going to make. You would also need gari. Here I have Ijebu gari. You can use yellow gari, but I'll be using Ijebu gari today. You would also need a plastic scoop. You can use a spoon that makes it easy for you to scoop the eba once you're done, but today I would be using plastic scoop. I also have an empty cup here to save some hot water. You'll see how that will be used later. You'll also need a cling wrap to wrap the eba. You need to boil your water. Today I'm boiling on the stove, and you can also boil it in the kettle. I'm preferring to do it on the stove today. The water you boil on the stove is hotter than the one you boil in the kettle, of course, but you can always cook eba with water boiled in the kettle. You also need a bowl of cold water. Here I'm using a plate of cold water. You'll see how I'm going to use that also in a minute. Now the water is boiled, so I'm going to turn the gas off because you don't need to cook eba on the stove with the heat on. All you need is hot boiling water. Because I have some hot water in the kettle, so I won't be saving some in my cup today. I just have that to demonstrate that you could do that. Now I'll go ahead and pour the gari into the hot water. Pardon me if some of my motions do not match the voiceover. I later decided to do a voiceover instead. There's still a lot of water in the gari, in the eba, so you add some more. A tip here is to make sure you leave some water in the mixture, and you leave some water in it. This water will help the gari or the eba to cook properly, and then you cover it to conserve the heat that helps to cook the eba. A well-cooked eba will turn out to be very, very, very light brown or off-white. If the eba is not well cooked, it will come out white. So here is where you prevent that, by covering it to conserve the heat in order for it to cook properly. And also it depends on the consistency that you're looking for. I normally like to make my eba soft. Some people like to make it a lot firmer or hard, but eba that is in my own world, your eba should be soft. And the way to make it soft is by allowing some water in it and then giving it time to absorb and cook properly. Now you go ahead and you mix very well, making sure there is no lump or there are no lumps left in it. Be sure to scoop all around the pot so you're not leaving any unmixed portions or areas in the bottom of the pot. And that is the consistency that I'm looking for. But of course, if this is personal preference. If you want it a little harder, you can allow it to be that. Add some more gari at the early stage. At this stage, once you're done, it's too late to add gari because there is no water to cook it. So it's not going to work. So where you determine the consistency that you want is in the beginning when you're adding the gari to the hot water. Now the eba is ready. I would go ahead and I wrap it up in the cling wrap. Because I'm saving this for later, otherwise you can just scoop it into your plate and serve. So when I scoop the eba, I dump it back inside. That's just to give me a nice smooth finish. There you go. And I do that again. Again, this is also personal preference. So it comes out nice and smooth, and not that it really matters, but that's what I do. And the eba is ready. I was intending to cook for just 2 people, and at the end of the day, I was able to get 3 wraps of eba. I suppose that could serve 2 people if you love it. You can save this in your fridge. If you're very busy like me, that comes in very handy. Now the eba is ready. Like I said earlier, eba that is well made turns out to be very light brown or off-white, and it's not supposed to be white. If it is white, then it's probably not well cooked. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and come back to my channel for another video.